Okay, remember that some identities of regular expression will be used. So that will be epsilon plus something. So epsilon plus something will not affect anything. Keep that in mind. So I think Varun got the, okay, so this is odd length. If you see, Varun, in your automata, we are able to describe only even length string. Okay, I think Priya got the right answer. Okay, yeah, absolutely correct. Okay, so again, the regular expression can be similar that we have derived it earlier, but it can be different also. So this is the advantage of using Arden's theorem, that again, whatever you have designed, whenever you designed a regular expression, that can be the regular expression that you can get directly, or there can be another regular expression by applying a Arden's theorem. Okay, so again, keep that in mind. There is no technique that we should get only one regular expression for a particular language. Okay, so keep in mind that if your regular expression accept all the languages that is described in the question, your regular expression is correct. Okay, so if I just do this again, so again I just always try to take some part of the previous lecture in the next one, so that you remember it for for some amount of time. Okay, so now I'm starting with this Q node. Okay, so Q node, we can reach at Q node with the epsilon. So because this is a starting state, and you can reach it from Q1 by following a 0, or Q1 by following a 1. Okay, so there is no other way to reach Q0. In the same way, because this Q1 is our final state, keep that in mind. the regular expression we will get it in this regular in this state. Okay. Okay. So now in this, so what we do, how can you reach again? Thus it will be simple q naught from 0 and q naught from 1. Okay, so that will be the output you got here. Okay, so see here Arden's method cannot be applied. So q naught is here, but q naught is not here. Q1 is here and q1 is not here. So it is not applicable. So just do a substitution of the q naught here. So q naught, when I substitute it, it will become epsilon plus q1 0 plus q1 1. Okay, followed by a 0 plus epsilon plus q1 0 plus q1 1, followed by a 1. Now I because here is here it is also q1 and here inside it's only q1. So I think that it will be very easy for us to apply a regular expression, the Arden's method here. Okay, so what can I do? I just what can I do now? This is followed by a 0. So 0 multiplied by epsilon. So keep that in mind. 0 multiplied by epsilon is 0. Concatenated this, if you remember the identities, q1 0 0 plus q1 1 0. Okay. In the similar way, here it is 1 plus q1 0 1 and q1 1 1. Okay, so I think you got till that point. After that you just have to do a simple bit of simplification, little bit of simplification. Okay, so just I do that, take that part out, 0 plus 1 different, and take that part out, q1 0 0 plus q1 1 0 plus q1 0 1 plus q1 1 1. Okay, so take out q1 as common, you will get 0 0 plus 1 0 plus 0 1 plus 1 1. Okay, so I think we are getting the solution here. So yeah, so this is your q1. So that can be a q r equal to r plus what is the equation? R equal to q plus r. So r equal to q. This is your rp and this is your q. Okay, so it will be q p star. So what is q? 0 plus 1. What is p star? 0 0 plus 1 0 plus 0 1 plus 1 1. Okay, so I think if you leave it here, this is also correct. But again, you can simplify it again. If you want to simplify it, you can again simplify it. Okay, so take 0 out, it will become 0 plus 1. Take 1 out, it will again become 0 plus 1. Okay, so it will become 0 plus 1 followed by 0 plus 1. Okay, so I'm just solving a quadratic equation. If you remember, we got like this. Okay, so this will be your answer, but if you leave it there, 0 plus 1 followed by this is also correct, and this is also correct. Okay, so again we got the same answer, that we have done it without the Arden's method. Okay, so there can also be another questions where there can be multiple number of final states available. Okay, so in that, what you do, if you got a regular expression, so I already told you that when we have one final state, the answer we got at the final state will be the solution of the whole one. Okay, so that in this question, if you see, only q1 is the final state. So the answer we got at q1 after solving whole of q1 is the answer to the regular expression. This is your regular expression of the converted NFA. But what happens when there are more final states? Okay, now in this q1 and q2 are two final states. So what you do, you solve for q1, whatever will be the answer. Once you solve for q2, whatever will be the answer, you just add a plus sign between it in the end. Okay, so that is how you tackle when there are multiple final states. Okay, so this answer, the solution that we get here is also valid, the solution that you get here is also valid. Okay, so by applying Arden's method, keep that in mind. If you have two final state, you will get two different expression and add a plus sign in it. Okay, so that is it. Okay, so another more question, more practice will also be done in the tutorial part. So again, I tell you that tutorial 4 is online. Okay, so if you go to the playlist tutorial 4, you can directly access it. So what what will I do for tutorials? What will I do? I just record all the lectures for tutorial in the respective classes. So randomly I choose one lecture and upload it on the YouTube. So that is, I do not see the use of uploading different lectures here because we are doing only one tutorial. Okay, so we are at different classes. You can also watch the lecture of group 1 also if you want to go uh, ahead, but I think both of you are at the same point right now. I try to level your level level your lectures at the same time. Okay, so now the next, if you understand this, now the next topic is your Thompson construction method. Okay, so before continuing it, keep in mind that this what is this method called? Arden's method. Okay, so Arden's method do not work on epsilon and Fa. It keep that in mind. It does not work on epsilon and Fa. So if there is epsilon and Fa, just you cannot apply that on it. Keep that in mind. Okay, now there is only one exception in Arden's method. Okay, so the X, you know it. I don't think there is anything we have missed in Arden's method. So we have completed this. Okay, so basically, if in competitive exams there is no need of Arden's method, because if you are giving 4 options for a particular regular expression, you just take out a multiple strings and see if all the strings are generated by the particular automata. So that is why in lecture or in university classes we prefer this Arden's method, but in practicality if you are giving any competitive exams, the application of it is not very good. Okay, so that when you get a when you get a question in TOC in a competitive exam, first of all the NFA will be very large. Okay, so to apply Arden's method on a very large automata, it will become a whole lot of a complex method. So the easiest way is to do is by option elimination. Okay, so there is no compulsion that you should apply. If you are giving, if you have 4 option, take that 4 option, extract out the strings and see if it is extracted by the respective automata or not. Just this is the simplest way you can do. Okay, so now the Thompson construction method, it has a bit of a limitation and assumption that you can apply this Thompson construction method on limited NFAs. Keep that in mind, on limited NFAs. So it is very simple that I have told you some informal techniques to remember it, like if there is a plus b star, you can uh, just directly do a self loop of a and b. So these kinds of thing is also described it in Thompson construction method, but it is a way different than I have described it. Okay, so this method, first of all, this method follows like 3 steps. First, you will convert, you will take NFA. First, you have to have a regular expression. After that, you design a epsilon NFA from this regular expression, and after that, this epsilon NFA is converted into a NFA. Okay, then it is converted into DFA. Then if you want to carry out the minimum number of states, so you can do a minimization, your equivalence method also on that if you want a minimum DFA. So that looks a whole lot of complex, but I don't think there is there is something needed for it. So all the methods we have done earlier, but to convert it into a regular expression, it is enough. So when you convert a regular expression into epsilon NFA, then you convert it into NFA. I think that is enough. That is a very I'm from my point of view that this is a very useless kind of a thing. Okay, so when we are again extracting epsilon NFA, then converting it into NFA, then converting it to a DFA, so that takes a lot of time. So that is why this Thompson construction method is only applicable in theories, but in practicality we do not use it. So if you think about it, it just takes a lot of time. So I just want that I should be able to convert my regular expression to directly DFA. So that is that is the algorithm that I want. So I do not want this intermediate steps. Okay, so just see this. I will only tell you about Thompson, this conversion from RE to NFA, epsilon NFA, because already we have done all of these steps that are defined early, that are defined 2, 3, and 4. 3, 4, and 5 steps we have done. So don't worry about that. Okay. So the definition here, Thompson construction actor, is also called as McNaught-Yamada-Thompson algorithm. So keep that in mind. There is another name. Thompson is the popular scientist. That is why this method is named before. Again, keep that in mind. There are many methods that you can convert a regular expression into a NFA. There are other methods also exist. I will tell you about it if we have time. Okay, so it just convert a regular expression into a equivalent NFA. Keep that in mind. NFA or epsilon NFA, I will tell you. So, and epsilon NFA is also a type of NFA. So that is why it is written like this. But you will see. So before going into further, there are some assumptions that are in that are applicable on Thompson construction method. The first assumption is that A, if I am talking about A, what is A here? Okay. So obtained automaton. So automaton is just, it is, whenever you see a word automaton, it just means a singular automata. Okay, so singular automata. We use the word automaton for singular automata, and when you see a word automata, it means that I'm talking about 2 or more automatas. Okay, so I think you have seen this word many number of times. So the meaning of this is I'm talking about singular automata. Okay, singular. This is in the singular sense and this is in the plural sense. Okay, so it is talking about that A exactly has one initial state. So it is saying that Q0 should have exactly one initial state which is not accessible from any other state. So it means that Q1, if Q1 should not be reachable to Q0. So if this happens, the Thompson construction method is not applicable. There are many limitations of this method. If you see that first limitation is very basic, that if it is coming backward, you cannot apply this. Second one is that it should only have a single final state. Okay, so if there are 2 final states like this, then this method is not applicable also. Okay? A has exactly one final state QF, which is not accessible, co-accessible from any other state. Okay, so the meaning of this is co-accessible means that if this is a scenario here, that there is only one there should be only one state, and this will be the one state, and it should not be accessible by any other state. Okay, so that is which is not accessible by any other state. So it should only have a one final state, and that final state should be accessible by only one state. Okay, so if it is accessible by other state, you can also not apply Thompson construction method. So if you see that there are many limitations of this method, it is only applicable for some regular expression. I will say very few regular expression. Okay, so this is also another method that C be the concatenation of a regular, if C be the number of concatenation of a regular expression. Okay, so if you say that I am talking about this regular expression A dot B dot C. So here the concatenations are 2. So the number C equal to 2. Suppose let C be the number of concatenation of regular expression E. So this is your regular expression E. Let S be the number of symbols apart from parentheses. So there is another symbol defined like star. Okay, this is one symbol defined here in the regular expression. So I just take S equal to 1. Okay, then the number of states of A. So they are telling that the A automata should contain the states 2S minus C. Okay, so 2S is what? 2, 1 minus 2. So it just means it should contain a 0 number of states. Okay, so if this is the kind of thing, then the number of states should be 0. Okay, so it doesn't make any sense, this point. I will check it, what is the meaning of this. Okay, so again, for this type of regular expression, it means that for this type of a regular expression, the number of states of A should be 0. But if the number of states is 0, I don't think this is applicable here. So there is something wrong with the statement. I will check it. So just hold the statement for a little bit. Okay, so we know this statement 1, 2, and 3. The number of transition leaving any state is at most 2. Okay, so it is saying that at any number of states, so at most 2 transition can occur in any NFA. Okay, so if there are 3 transitions like A, B, and C, so on this you cannot also apply the Thompson construction method. Okay, so I will check this third point. I think there is something wrong with it. I will check it. Okay, so after that, now the rules are very simple, so you can directly do this. So this is something wrong here. Okay, so now a symbol A of an input alphabet is converted to a symbol A of a regular expression is directly defined as simply starting state, ending state. So you know about this. That is very simple. That I have also defined. If you want to define a symbol A, so the smallest way you can describe it is by doing this. Okay, another one. So NS and NT are the NFA of sub expression SNT. Okay, suppose there are regular expression written in the form of SNT. So there's SNT and regular expression, and NT and NS and NT are NFAs. Okay, so these are your NFAs that are directly written here. So the union operator, if you remember, the union operator is given as plus. So it is represented by this diagram. Okay, so if you don't understand this diagram, I will simplify this diagram more easily so you can understand it. So if this is the diagram here, so suppose they are talking about NS and NT. Okay, so that are already our NFA. So they don't want to change the NFA. They just represent this NFA by this red circle and represent this NFA NT by NT and by this green circle. Okay, so if I just take a language here, so that will be very easy to understand. If I just say that I want to represent A plus B, so that will make sense. Okay, so you can represent it like this: Q naught. You use a epsilon, use a epsilon, then you use a A here, and then you use a B here. Okay, so that will be your Q2, suppose like this, Q3 and Q4, and then your final state. For final state, so this will be your QF, and this is also epsilon. Okay, so they if you understand it by simply, I have told you that there is no need to do that. If you understand, I have told you that you can directly do this, that A and B goes to a some state. Okay, you can directly do this, but by the rules of this union operator is defined by this one. Okay, so A plus B, if you have to define it by using a Thompson construction method, you have to design this automata. Okay, so you do not have to do anything. Just see the regular expression and copy and paste the respective automata according to that. Okay, in the similar way, if you see, uh, okay, the concatenation operator is defined like this. Okay, so the next operator is the, I think, sorry for that, this is your union operator. Okay, so I think the plus operator. Okay, so the plus operator is A or B. Okay, so it is also represented like this. If I just show you, sorry for that. Just wait for a minute. What is happening? What is saying? Okay. Okay. So the concatenation, if you remember, just I want to tell you that union operator is also represented by this. Okay, S and T, or means A or B is equal to A plus B. Okay, so the plus symbol, keep that in mind. The union operator is represented like this. Okay, so in the same way, the concatenation operator can also be represented like this. So concatenation operator is A followed by a B. Here S and T is written. It is just a simple PPTs, simple rules. Okay, so these are simple rules. They are saying that NFA of S is followed by a NFA of T. Okay, so if I just design the NFA, if I just copy it, that will be more easy. That if you have alternate alternate notation written in front of it, so that will be easy to understand. Okay, so I just simplify this expression also. These are standard rules. You can find it on anywhere. That is already available on website like Wikipedia is also available. Also in some books this is also given. Okay, so you if the expression is a plus b, or sorry for that, a concatenation b, a followed by b, so that is concatenation. You can in the form of what is this, in the form of Thompson construction method, you can write like this. Okay, so q nod followed by a followed by a b. Okay, so this is the simple expression. I don't think there is anything attached to it. So normally we also do this, but in Thompson construction method it is also done like this. Okay, so this is your a plus b, or a this symbol. This symbol is straight. Keep that in mind. The symbol is not tilted. The symbol is straight. Okay, so straight a plus b. Okay, so I think there are only one thing left. Just let me see. Only one expression left. Okay, so you can also define it by this. So this n denotes a NFA. So it just says that it has to be followed by this NFA. Okay, so you can also convert it into a into language, simple language also. I just converted this NFA problem into a simple language problem. Okay, so that is how you can do this. In the similar way, if you do see this question, this is a little bit complex explanation. So just do, this is the operation of clean star. If you remember, it is star. If this star has a input of 0, I don't think I have told you that there is another operator also. That operator is called a plus. Okay, so that plus, uh, this and this only one difference, that it starts from 1 to infinity. If you want to replace in any your language, you can also use a plus sign. But if I use a plus sign, it means that 0 is not in that. So it means uh, the smallest expression I can get is a. Keep that thing in mind. Okay, so if I just say a star, it means in this language epsilon a, any number of a's. Okay, if I do a star, it means a any number of a's. So it starts from 1. This plus starts from 1, as well as it can also be represented as a followed by a star. Okay, so this is also another notation. So this notation is combined and written like this. This is another notation. Keep that in mind. Okay, so if I just want to convert it into, they are just saying some, suppose I just want to represent a star here. Okay, so don't confuse it. I just want to represent a star. So this is a NFA corresponding to one symbol. Okay, so NFA corresponding to one symbol, and that symbol is a star. I just represent a star in the simplest way possible. That can be like this q nod. So it is a little bit of difficult for this clean closure. So just take a look at it. Q1, if I just do this, and then followed by a Q2, then there is a epsilon here again. I just take it. Okay, so there is a epsilon here. After that, there is again a epsilon. There is a, and there is another one. Your Q final. Just say Q3. I just say Q3, and it can directly go towards this also. Okay, so these are the three here. So if you want to derive it, so if you want a star means that epsilon is also present in the language. So how can you get epsilon? You can go from q naught directly to the final state. You will get a epsilon. Okay, so if you want any number of a, so you want 1a. Okay, so I want 1a. You go follow this path q naught to q1 and q1 to q2, and you will get 1a. If you want 2 a's, you will follow path q0 q1 q1 q2, and from q2 to q1, then again q1 to q2. Again, if you want any number of a's, you can do a self loop of here from q2 to q1, q1 to q2, q2 to q1, q1 to q2, q2 to q1, q1 to q2. Okay, so any number of a's can be extracted by using this. Okay, so again, many of you will be thinking that the simplest expression will be this, that you do simply do a self loop of a. Yeah, that is also correct, but we are following a Thompson construction method, and in that method these are certain rules that are defined with it. Okay, so you cannot do this. This is correct, this is not wrong, but you cannot do this, because this method contains a certain rules. Okay, so now without any confusing you with any boring details, I just solve a question that you should understand very easily. Okay, so I just take one example. I think you will very easily understand. You just have to cut and paste. Okay, so I just take simple regular expression, that is your a followed by a star followed by a b, because that is the simplest regular expression that I can find. So for a, if you remember, so for a, if I don't think I have shown you here. So for a first one, okay, so there is a typo here. There is not epsilon here. This is a. So you draw the symbol like this, a. Okay, so I just directly draw it. Okay, so for a, it can go like this. A. This is very simple, that we also do this. There is nothing change in the Thompson construction. We generally we also do this for a single a. For a star, you know, this is your automata. So just copy and paste this automata, q2 epsilon a, q3 epsilon. Now it will become your no, it's not a final state because there is b there. So it will become q3, and you can directly go from q1 to q3 by using epsilon, and any number of a's can come from. Okay, so it is followed by a star here. It is followed by a star here. Any number of a's can be followed. After that, it is followed by 1b. Okay, so you can directly write it 1b. A transition of it is very simple. That b, I don't know why it is happening. Okay, so for b, you can directly go with the final state, and it will be your q0, q1, q2, q3, q4, and q5. Okay, so this is your relative. I think this is your epsilon NFA, not a NFA, epsilon NFA, because of this a star we get epsilon in our NFA too. Okay, so I hope you understand it. That there is nothing complex in that method. Just take this notation into account and just copy and paste this notation. Okay, so I just show you this screen. So draw the automata for this one, a star B, A, B. This one. If you understand it, please draw it. I think you understand. Okay, so just try to draw it. The all of the notations are written like this. So it take like 5 minutes.
So what's written inside the bracket?
This is your union of it. Okay, so it is also can be written like this, A plus B. Okay, so I just told you that this sign is interchangeable. Okay, so that's one and the same thing. I don't think that it is a very tough question. It shouldn't take that much time. Okay. So if you don't understand the concept, again, see the explanation of this question. Okay. Okay. So okay. So all of the things are already defined in the definition here. So the question was A star B followed by A plus B. Okay, so it is also can be written as A star B. In Thomson construction method, this plus is written like this: A 1 1. So this is your union operator. Okay, so this symbol is just straight. Keep that in mind. Okay. Now for A star, you know that what is the symbol here? That this is the symbol here for A star. Okay. So I can just directly copy and paste it if I can. Just let me see. Yeah, I can. Okay, so with this A star, just take it out here. I can place it like this. Oh, okay. Yeah. If I delete it, I cannot delete it. Okay. So this becomes a photo. Okay. So this is your expression that is for A star. So this is correct. Just this is not a final state. So forget about, I just write it as Q3. Okay. So this is not a final state. Keep that in mind. Okay. So A star followed by a B. So the following of B is very simple. You can directly define it like this. So it is your Q4. Okay. So after that, what is that? A plus B. So what is the expression here? I think that is the expression. Okay. So if I just take this one, if I just take this thing, again copy and paste there. Okay. So from Q4 you just do this and this. Okay. So now it is joined at this. Okay. So this is your answer. Okay. So just let me check it is correct now. Yeah. Q naught 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, but the state names will be different. Okay. So just Q6 7 8 and 9. Okay. So if you still don't understand it, let's do one more question so that you understand it. So okay, so just try to do this question yourself. A plus B star followed by a AB. Okay. So just I just show it, take this question towards here so that you can also see the different symbols that is written here. So that what I have done, I just copy and pasted these already defined automata. So you have to done this again. Okay, so just try to do this. I think you can easily do this. Try to do this and post your solution. I think, yeah, Varun got the right answer for A star B followed by I B. Yeah, it's just a little bit of a big expression, but I think Varun got the right answer. Absolutely right. Okay, so just try this question so we move forward. Okay. Again, this is very simple question. I don't. If you're not understanding it, just tell me. I will repeat that again. Okay. So I just repeat it. If you don't understand, I don't understand that. It's very simple question. Why it is taking so much time? Okay. So again, see this one. For the notation of a plus b is very simple. If you remember, this is the notation of a plus b. So do go with this, this one, uh, and then just do a, and here just do a b. Okay. So now it just goes to a state, simple state. Okay. So that can be any state. This is not a final state, but because it is followed, because it is followed by AB here. Okay. So now it is followed by AB. So just do a simple follow of AB. Okay. Okay. So the star is not here. Sorry for that. The star is not there for this question. A plus B followed by AB. Yeah. If there is a star, then it will become a little bit of complex question. Okay. So again, if you not understand it, I will repeat it also in the next class, along with the star question. Don't worry about it. Okay. So now there is a little bit of time. I think we should do a little bit of a quiz again. Okay. So again, a little bit of a game that we play. Okay. 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 So if it is a star there, I think Chirag has got the right answer. It covers all the A, B. So, okay, let me clarify this star. Don't worry about it right now. I will tell you the answer tomorrow. Okay, so we just play that game. Okay, so just let me share and disable my screen. So you cannot directly just wait and see the chat box here. So you should go to menti.com. I just share the menti.com and the code is, I just write it code. So let me just share my screen also. The code is written like this. Okay, so go to the menti.com and use the code 3715975.